We start with the most important thing in the greatest country of them all, that being this one, and that remains what is happening in North Queensland. Lots of rain, lots of floods, lots of problems that people are having to deal with. Now, here is an indication that the worst is not behind us yet, because remember, even if the rain stopped, there's rain that'll be flowing down towards the sea, and be that Mackay, be that Townsville, be that Cairns, be that Ingham, all of those places that we know and love, they're about to cop even more.
The heaviest rain is now shifting to central parts of Queensland. So thankfully for Ingham and surrounding areas, the worst of the rain is done. The floods won't get to the same heights again, despite the fact that in Queensland there's potential for still another 500 millimetres over the coming week.
Yes, of course, but it's about what ends up flowing that way. So all the coverage will be there all weekend long, no matter where you happen to be and how you watch us, be it Sky News Regional, Flash or Foxtel, or through the Sky News app. However you watch us, we'll keep the information there. And also don't forget to keep an eye on our weather channel all weekend, and make sure the homepage, as always, is skynews.com.au. For his part, the Prime Minister was in North Queensland today. He toured some of the sites with the Premier of of Queensland, David Crisafulli. Sorry, Queensland.
We've taken the opportunity to pre-deploy and to restock some resources in the knowledge that there could be some more rain in the next few days. And that looks like setting up a couple of different hubs and making sure that we do what we did ahead of this event. Pre-deploy the likes of Swiftwater Rescue and SES and Ergon crews.
Now, of course, there are people in need, and it's always important that the Prime Minister cares about those people and goes and talks to them. The timing is interesting, though, and a more cynical mind than yours, or even mine, might suggest that he was there today because he knew that he didn't have to answer questions in Parliament, and he was able to do pretty soft appearances on breakfast television this morning. But of course, his heart's in the right place.
Today we're announcing $8 million co-funded community relief fund, providing up to $1 million for the local government associations, 8 of them, that are impacted by this flooding event.
More than the appearance of the politicians are, of course, the people. And how are they holding up after yet another day of tough times?
It's pretty crazy and it sucks with nothing. We've had to swim from our houses to the shops and they haven't been open either.
All right, let's get to the politics of the day. Now, on Thursday night, I can take a little time to start pulling apart some of the lies that are building up by a government that has got virtually no good record to run on, apart from putting a whole series of landmines into the federal budget that mean it will be in deficit for the next 40 years. So, of course, their single plan is to run against the opposition. Hence why they keep doing this over and over again about a policy which has been recently announced by the opposition.
When they say they're putting their money where their mouth is, they mean a $10 billion plan for you to shout the boss's lunch.
And that side of the House is focused on long lunches.
This man favours long lunches over public hospitals.
The only policy they have is free lunches.
Serving bosses long lunches at taxpayer expense.
They'll spend billions on free lunches for bosses.
Always about lunch with these folks.
A particular example of an MP who is twisting this as hard as they can is on the Chinese surveillance app TikTok, which last time I remember was banned by all official use in Parliament House. So presumably it's somebody with an outside Huawei phone.
Long lunches paid for by the taxpayer for bosses. Are the libs for real? Like, what's next? Putting your feet up at your desk at work, smoking a cigar. You know what? Seriously, $1.6 billion of taxpayer dollars are going to go down the drain so Peter Dutton can help his business mates have a nice long lunch at the expense of workers. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, we had it all. Bosses, evil cigar smokers. Geez, I wonder why his efforts turned up in some of my social media feeds, not via TikTok, but when it was repeated on Instagram.